Once again, it's the AFRO DEN reports, and alongside it, it's John Remy, aka Smoggy. Tonight we're talking about SHEILLAH, a stylist based in Copenhagen. My fellow brothers out there, I learn to respect ladies for reasons being that you really don't know what they go through. I never knew people go through a lot to see the hair, to see the beauty of the hair you see out there. But while SHEILLAH is doing wonders to let us know, I should give her more time and explain more on really what happens. This is part 2 of what really SHEILLAH is.
First, let me explain for you the reason why most Brazilian hair goes with African.
Yeah.
It's because most of Brazilians are mixture of Africans. They have
That's true.
Because African hair is lighter.
True.
Compared to the European hair or the Caucasian hair.
Yeah.
So when it comes to that, you find the mixture of the hair. An African can have an extension of a Brazilian without having a problem, or the hair not being so heavy. But if an African has an extension from an Asian, it's too thick, because Asian hair is thicker compared to African hair. So that's why you find many people, they always like to have Brazilian or a little bit lighter.
Oh, okay,
hair
that's true.
But
how come many Africans are using Brazilian hair?
Yeah, that's why I answered you. I told you we use Brazilian because it's more softer. It's almost to our original. It is between Brazilian. They are mixed between Africans and the Caucasian. So they have the real hair is semi-oval. The shape of the hair, if you look under microscope, is semi-oval, and that one is not so far from African. African is oval.
Oh yeah.
If you take this hair, you put it under microscope, it will give you. You will see that the shape of it is oval, the African hair, because we have curls. And then the Caucasian hair, or the European hair, it's semi-oval in the microscope. And if you take Chinese hair or Asian hair, it is round. That means it's very thick and heavier. You understand?
I understand.
So Brazilian hair ranges between European and Caucasian hair and African hair. That's why they have a little bit light, so light.
Then brings me a question to something like, why does it make Brazilian hair so expensive? Is it because it can suit all kinds of?
Yeah, the hair industry is growing and developing up every day. What makes it expensive? It takes years to grow hair, you know. Hair grows in stages. It's not just something that grows like today and tomorrow it's there. No, it's the food that you eat that grows up your hair.
For example, like me, aka Smoggy, I always love eating fufu. When fufu help me, grow hair.
Yeah, that's what you do. The proteins and the minerals you eat. That's what always comes to the hair gland and produces the hair. So if you don't eat a well-balanced diet, then definitely you're going to have a weaker hair. But hair is also based on the genes. When a child or you're being conceived like 2 weeks before, that's when the first hair comes up in you. And with this one, it's from the father and the mother that decides which hair the kid is going to have. So if the gene from the father and the gene from the mother mixes up, then it decides which hair the kid is going to have. So the hair you have, it's decided by the gene of your parents. If they had a lot of hair, then definitely you're gonna have a lot of hair. If you don't, then you will not. But another thing is the weather, like I told you.
That's true.
Can also cause the breakage of the hair, especially to us Africans. And the products, you know, our pH for the hair is 7.5. It's 5.5. Sorry, 5.5 or 4.5. But sometimes the products, like the relaxers we use, the pH for a relaxer is up to 12 or 14. And that is too much. So it's opening up your hair cuticles and leaving them open. And really our hair cuticles are always open naturally. So when you open it up to 14 instead of 4.5, you are breaking it. It's like opening a door and leaving it up open. So it gets weaker. It's like this comb. When you look at it, it's very solid. But after I put relaxer, it has holes like this. And if I continue using a wrong shampoo, wrong water, the water has a lot of calcium.
So that brings in the...
So it keeps on breaking it, and then your hair keeps on breaking.
Okay. Also, the other thing is about, it's so disturbing that I've found a lot of ladies, after coming from salon, they really find it so hectic, painful when they're dealing with their hair. That's mostly with African touch.
Yeah.
I don't know, is it because someone is naturally into that, or it's the designer himself, or the artist who is designing the hair?
I don't believe in tightening up the hair, because the more you tighten it, the more you break it. It's just like the way they told you. The comb is already like this, and if I bend it more, then it means I'm going to break it faster.
That's true.
So to many people who believe that if you tighten the hair, that's when the hair is growing, it's not true. You're just breaking your hair more. So you should just be more tender to your hair. Definitely, if you're making the cornrows, just make them that they can hold to the extension. Of course, they're not supposed to stay for a million years. There's something you just have for a month or something, and then you remove it out. But I think some people, the way their fingers hold up to the hair, it's very tight to the scalp. Some people's scalp are so sensitive, or how somebody... it's about individuals. Some people's hands are not hurting, they're not paining.
That's great,
and some people's hands are paining. So it's on individual persons. But there are those who tighten up their fingers and those who don't. So when somebody comes in, you always ask it, do you want me to tighten it or to loosen it up? But
because I understand, because customer is always your... But anyway, as for the client, I'm sorry to say, but I'm forced to, because I know you might be familiar. You're from AFRO DEN Reports. Brenda, something little I want to say. For sometimes you've gone into salons, and at times you come in complaining, that you're having pain. Sometimes I find ladies hitting your heads. What brings in all that? Do you often get pain? Not always. Then what's the secret? Because some people are really complaining.
Hitting your hair, like hitting your head.
For example, like I've seen a lot of... hey, do that the same? Something? Again? Something. What brings in that?
When it's itching.
Okay, so what causes the itching?
What causes the itching is when the dry scale, like when there is a normal balance of the cells behind the hair or the skin behind the scalp, and normally they are supposed to produce the oil and the serum to your scalp between 4 to 6 weeks, something like that. So if they are being disturbed, so they're supposed to always produce they're supposed to work naturally between 4 to 6 weeks, something like that. But if it doesn't work the way they are supposed to, you always find that they are disturbed by you cornrowing them. And these extensions we use, they have some chemicals. So those chemicals, they end up being absorbed into the scalp, and then the cells behind your hair, they start overreacting, which is they produce too much fat or too much fatty products, and then they end up having white scales.
This is so awesome. She's really so clever about hair. Anyway, that marks the end of part 2. Let's wait for part 3. See you, AFRO DEN Reports. Ours remain, aka Smoggy. See you, our fans. One love.